pineapple here. Today I'm going to be showing you a few of my suggestions for 1.21 when it does finally release. This is currently the pre-release 2, so it's releasing soon. I can't remember when. One of my biggest suggestions is that they increase the attack speed of the mace, as well as the attack speed of the axes. Because if you look at this, wooden axe 0.8, stone axe 0.8, iron axe 0.9, diamond axe 1, diamond axe 1, netherite axe 1, gold axe 1. Okay, why is the iron axe the only 0.9 attack speed? I do not know. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care. All of them should just have an attack speed of 1. 1, and then give the 0.8 attack speed of the stone axe to the mace. Now, I get it. The mace is made from the heavy core, which in whatever canon lore Minecraft does have, is definitely one of, if not the heaviest items in all of Minecraft. But it is also made with a breeze rod, an item that can be used to craft wind charges, which are very powerful lifting items. Because these wind charging potions, which also have very powerful lifting capabilities. So clearly, the mace should possess that wind magic and thus be lighter, I guess. Because there has to be more reason than just it looks cool, since it is the only weapon in the game that doesn't have sticks in its crafting recipe. Probably thinking, what about the netherite axe and sword? Those are crafted using a diamond axe or sword, which, requires sticks. The trident, that doesn't even have a crafting recipe. Yes, but in the potato snapshot, where it does have a crafting recipe, that crafting recipe includes sticks. So clearly, sticks are just the go-to handle for everything. Except the mace. So I feel like we should have a significant reason for not using sticks here. That reason is, in my head, pretty simple. Breeze rod is the only reason we can even use this thing as a weapon. Since, Mace clearly, as mentioned, has wind magic. Thanks to that breeze rod, that makes it easier to use. So yeah, it should be faster. 0.8 seems perfectly reasonable to me. But obviously Mace used to have the 1.6 attack speed of swords, but that is way too strong and fast, I feel like. But an axe's attack speed seems more reasonable to me, especially when paired with +1 knockback resistance, something that netherite armor gives you, which is fitting since netherite armor is alluded to be heavier than diamond armor. So it would weigh you down and prevent you from being moved around quite as easily. And now to just show you that it isn't even overpowered, let's grab out the death hammer and get bonking. Yeah, that's just me being bad at this. Now the Bonkinator. We're going to try to go for the same 2 bonks. We're going to make this easier on me. I do have this button here. And click. Good. Pen is back to being full of cows. And 1. Alright. Missed. 1. 2. And I missed. Either way, you can definitely see that, well, it does make it easier. I'm also not lifted up quite as high with Wind Charge, with Wind Burst, thanks to that knockback resistance, so it's a bit of a double-edged sword. And while there are people out there that's like, oh, you're not supposed to use it like a sword, still feel like I should have that option. I mean, when you look at the Trident, oh my goodness, I just realized, both of them have the same color names. Trident, if this thing had Riptide, which means I can't throw it. It is not a bad melee weapon. I can still whack this cow with it. With it, and it deals 9 attack damage. That's the same as a Diamond Axe, but faster. So. This is the same as a Iron Sword, but slower. And I'm fine with that thanks to its smash attack, but come on. Seriously. Alright, just cut me some slack. I suck at this. Yeah. Basically, now obviously I feel like if they were to add in the, make it so that the Mace gave knockback resistance, I feel like they would, you know, make it so that Wind Burst was a bit strong. Wind Burst was a bit stronger because currently it's not able to really give me that amount of height. It can still launch me up incredibly high, but typically you're going to be wearing like a full set of netherite. Right. So I actually, does Wind Burst just ignore knockback resistance? I feel like it should do that for the user. I feel like it's doing that. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just ignoring resistance. Hey, am I actually improving at this? Yeah. So yeah. Mace has gone through a bunch of changes, but I feel like that is one last change that would just make Mace fairly balanced. And the real reason that people were concerned with how powerful the Mace was is the Death Hammer right here that I have. Notice how it has both density and breach? That's because it was made a while before this snapshot, where they made it so that you can't stack density and breach. These two. One is clearly more balanced. Hence, you know, density increases the power of the already powerful smash attack, and breach allows it to bypass armor. Minecraft armor is weird, because the more damage you deal, the less effective it is. is what I think is how it works. I'm not entirely sure. So, you know, clearly, that's overkill. However, Breach is an equally interesting enchantment. Because nothing about this makes sense as to why it would protect about the mace or the enchantment's name really gives me a reason to say, ah, yes, this should be exclusive to armor. Especially when the closest thing to the mace's smash attack is an anvil. I did not think that through. Any blocks. Which, you know, pretty sure I swapped this with just a helmet. Pretty sure I swapped this with just a helmet. Yeah. Just the helmet alone reduced that damage by quite a bit. So, yeah. And if the anvil is relatively close to the mace's smash attack, why is Breach exclusive to the mace? Why is what is perhaps the most interesting enchantment PvP-wise exclusive to the mace? Density and Windburst both have their reasons for being exclusive to the mace. Both of them only work with the smash attack, and Density, it could have literally been the mace's equivalent of Sharpness, and it would have made just as much sense for it to be exclusive to the mace. Windburst only works because of the mace's wind magic, but Breach, someone give me a decent explanation as to why Breach should be mace exclusive. Like, if anything, it sounds more like an axe enchantment. Because, you know, axes and stuff. Field, then. This is still way faster than the Vulcanator. By a long shot. Yeah, you can notice that the Vulcanator is noticeably slower than the axe. Which I feel like is fair. It should. Yeah. Also, encouragement, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can just put any damage. You can just put any enchantment on anything you create, which is very. But it's an interesting quirk of Java Edition. There's another suggestion that I found on /Minecraft suggestion. That was turtle shell helmets and turtles would both be a way to add a soft counter to the mace. So, yeah, turtles would just be flat out immune to the mace's damage, but I'm not demonstrating that. But according to the post, turtle shell helmets would reduce it by 50%, I think. Yeah, 50 sounds good. Oh, the post says 40%, but I don't care, 50's better. Obviously, I'm in trade mode, so I still killed the armor stand. Even though it wasn't vulnerable. Yeah, always do that. Yeah, I give up. good. Just fix that. Yeah. You get the idea. It would negate the Mace's attack damage. It's just